Good morning, everybody. Let me set myself up here. Just give me a second, if you don't mind. Let me know. Obviously, audio, video, as always. Always want to check those things, but let me know how that is. Pretty sure it should be good because it's all set up, but you never know. So, good morning, everybody. Let me get this sorted here. Should be good. All right. Good morning, everybody. Sunday morning, the end of the month, and as usual, well, it's going to be April 1st tomorrow, so keep it tuned in on FragCom. Don't. I'm expecting a bunch of goofy videos tomorrow, so can't wait to see that. So let's move this over here. Let's have my coffee on this side. So before we get into anything, as promised, this video, well, I did my initial one on this last month for March 2019. And whenever I launch something new on the channel, I look for feedback from you guys. So this is the April 2019 version. I asked for 100 likes on that video and I got it. So if you guys do want me to continue these, as always, hit that like button. I'd like to hit 150, just continue that trend. Try to get more likes on these new videos if you guys want me to do these. So if you're new to this, basically, this is just a rundown of what's upcoming in the month. And because last month was the initial one, there was nothing last month that I was really planning that I could talk to you guys about. But we can take a look back at the March one and see if I did everything I did say in the video. So we'll get into it. We have 29 people watching, so thank you so much. We do have only 8 likes. Come on, guys. Let's hit double digits at least. So we got Chad already. Good morning, Chad. Am I keeping the beard? Yes, the beard. The beard is supposed to stay. You never know. Of course, I could wake up one morning and it's not there. So anyway, everybody post in the live chat. We got the live chat going right now. I am going to post this on my channel. So for people that aren't available during the live chat, they can always refer back to this video. But to everybody that's live chat right now this morning, let us know what your scent of the day is. For me today, I'm not wearing anything yet. It's the start of the morning. Usually I put something on at this time, but it's video making day, and I have the Pop the Cherry that I want to wear as my scent of the day. So if you guys are asking, well, what is that scent that I am going to be wearing? It is this one right here, Sahara Noir, from, of course, Tom Ford. So that's going to have an upcoming Pop the Cherry. So again, I am looking at the chat. By the way, you'll see beside the little duck, Rich Mitch, he is a moderator now. You can see there's a little wrench beside his name for some reason, so it makes him a moderator. So please be mindful. So Rich will kick you out if you're being rude. So anyway, scent of the day, Pinot Savels, mod me. So anyway, where's everybody from? We got 33 people watching. We got 14 likes. Let's up the likes to 20. Let's try that out. Let's bring it up a little bit. So again, welcome to Mr. Silva, Whack Pack. We of course have Chad in the chat. We got Rich, of course. We got Calgary in the house. We got Egypt, UK, South Carolina, Croatia, Georgia. Mr. Oz is in the chat. What's going on, Mr. Oz? There's a nose that I highly respect. So Mr. Oz is in the house. Florida, Miami. So let's get this thing going. If you haven't already, hit that like button. I am going to be pushing that like button on this video and see if we can get us to 150 and have a May 2019 video. But let's take a look at March. So last month was a transition for the channel. Halfway through the month, of course, Mark Madness ended. We got to, of course, Pure Malt that won Mark Madness. What do you guys think about the live chat? Let us know, the people in the live chat. Was that the outcome that you wanted, Pure Malt to win? I know it was against, of course, a fragrance that is getting hyped recently, Ziaram Parfum. So good matchup. I really enjoyed doing Mark Madness. Of course, the work behind the scenes was quite a bit taxing on me, which a big video idea like that always is. So it's nice to get that in the background, but I would definitely do it again. As far as my planning and stuff, I think I did fairly well. So that is done. Of course, the re-uploads are gone, so you're not seeing re-uploads every single day, twice a day on my channel anymore. It's all fresh, new content, which you're going to get less and less content, of course. That's when you're getting fresh content, a lot more work is put in. Now, I did promise a few reviews, or didn't promise, but I said I was going to do 3 reviews. I tried to knock out 3 reviews last month. I fell short, so I did do the review on Santal Masoya from Hermes, my first Hermes Essence full-fledged review on my channel. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. And then, of course, I did a controversial review on EDG Profumo, where the feedback was interesting. I mean, really, I didn't think that many people. I was thinking it was going to be heavily thumbed down, and I thought that I was going to get a lot of pushback from the community. That's what happens with a lot of darlings in the community. So that was really interesting. So it was an interesting one. I got a few interesting ones coming up of designer releases that are in this blue craze. I always give, even if I don't like it, even those sport fragrances, when they came out several years back, I was not a fan of sport fragrances. There's a few good ones, but most of them were not worth the money, in my personal opinion. And this blue craze is the same thing for me. There might be 1 or 2 that I like. I haven't really found ones that I really enjoyed, but you know, I'm always one to give them a chance. So I purchased Dylan Blue, I purchased Sauvage and Bleu de Chanel, and a lot of these blue fragrances. But they're, you know, Bleu de Chanel is coming up next on the channel, the EDT. So that's going to be interesting. So we'll see. I did a couple Pop the Cherries last month, CK2 and By the Fireplace, 2 fragrances that I actually enjoyed. So 2 positive Pop the Cherries. I didn't finish the Pop the Cherries that I did say I was going to do 4. Obviously, the one Sahara Noir I'm shooting today, so technically it did make it in March. But I didn't get the chance to do Noir Anthracite by Tom Ford, which is next, which is coming up this month, or April. So I got some from March that are spilling through into April. Test drives, I got all the test drives that I wanted to do in March. So Acqua di Gioia, Pear and Freesia from Joe Malone, couple women's fragrance, we'll say, Wanted by Night. Got a lot of hits, which was interesting. I kind of thought that, but I didn't really like it. And of course, the Eau d'Italie test drive. So I'm trying. I got a lot of samples. Like I would say probably I'm probably hitting hundreds. So I need to do more test drives as far as sampling goes. And I know that I've been really trying to emphasize my own collection because I still got a lot to review, but there's a lot to do. There's a lot of course, work to do. So anyway, that was March. So I kind of hit the target, kind of didn't. If you haven't hit like yet, hit the like on this video. So let's take a look at what I'm going to be reviewing. Let me switch my position here. So, of course, the bread and butter, what you guys want to see. First and foremost, one thing that I would like to do on my channel is ask the community, is the art of reviewing fragrances dead? it seems like now a lot of the channels like Steven and Carlos and a lot of those still do fragrance reviews, but it seems like there's now channels dedicated to top 10 lists. That's all they do. And I understand why. It's if you go on anybody's channel and you go with the most popular videos, it's probably top 10 lists. But the art of reviewing on YouTube, it seems like I don't want to say it's not dead, but it's just it seems like it's you're getting different communities. I guess it's very very unique. It's a unique place to be right now in our YouTube fragrance community. There's a lot of change. There's a lot of different ways of building a channel. I would think. So anyway, reviews for April. So I am, of course, like I said in March, I was going to do this. It's pretty much complete. I need to shoot the video, but I'm still building my Bleu de Chanel fragrance review. It's obviously one that I know that is going to hit a lot of eyes, and important eyes, because it's a lot of people new to fragrances will gravitate towards a fragrance review like this. So it's an important fragrance review, especially if it's a different take on Bleu de Chanel. I'm not going to regurgitate 10 out of 10, top 10, number one, best fragrance. No. No. If you know me, it's not going to get a highly positive fragrance review, but I am going to give some positive portions on this fragrance. It's highly versatile. And there is some good things about Bleu, but there's a lot of negatives. So I can't wait to actually review that. And I want to take my time with it, and hopefully I get that out. So that's the first fragrance review on my channel in April 2019. So next is a niche fragrance. I haven't done a Montal fragrance review in a long, long time. So this is Honey Oud. I purchased this from Fragrance X back in early 2018. I'd like to say January, February 2018. So it's been well over a year since I've owned this fragrance and have tested it. I think my first impression was maybe in April 2018. So it's been it's been fully tested, so it's ready to go. Again, it's just waiting till Bleu de Chanel gets done, and then I can piggyback on that one. So that is going to be a fragrance review that's not really in season. Honey Oud, you could still wear it in spring, but it's going to be a little out of season, but that's fine. And then last but not least is Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Male Terrible. I haven't reviewed this one. I want to review more of my flankers of Le Male. It's one of my favorite fragrances, so why not? So Terrible is on the docket to be reviewed. I'm looking for Le Male in the navy. It looks like that thing flopped so hard. It's very hard to find now. Not that I'm excited to purchase it, but I want it as my Le Male collection. So I do want to try this. It's Jean-Paul Gaultier's take of Le Male with the Ambroxan Salty Aquatic, which may work. I don't know. We'll see. With, again, that blue craze going on with the Le Male DNA, it might work. So we got Amy in the chat. So welcome, Amy. I don't like the beard. We got some beard haters in the chat. Rich, you know what to do. I'm just kidding. All right, moving on to Pop the Cherry. Pop the Cherry, of course, is my series for first impressions of fragrances that I bought full bottles of. So we got some spilling into. This is going to be hopefully on the channel today. I'm shooting it today, but we never know with time constraints. Will it be uploaded on, edited and uploaded on the channel? It might not make it. So it might be in April. Pop the Cherry. Next is Tom Ford Noir Anthracite. So you guys will hear my first take on that too. In early April. Those two are pretty much ready to go. Next is 1 Million Lucky. I've had this for several months now. Might as well give my first impression. So 1 Million Lucky is coming up. Another designer. And of course, here we got a bunch of imaginary author fragrances coming up for Pop the Cherry, and this one's a City on Fire. Actually, I think it's going to be my favorite from the brand. So that is coming up on Pop the Cherry on the channel, and then we got my test drive. My test drive series also. Again, I do want to emphasize that my channel is really built upon reviews, first impressions, which is Pop the Cherry, and then, of course, test drive, which is sampling. That is going to be the bulk of my channel. I'm going to do little things here and there. I might do like a couple sit-down videos, like kind of like this once in a while, but it's all about timing. So let's take a look at test drive. So test drive, we have, again, this is just samples, so you can't really see them, so I'm not even going to show you guys. I'm testing out Tom Ford's Oud Mineral, looking to be maybe a future purchase. Oud and minerals and maybe in a salty aquatic feel to the fragrance. I don't know yet. I'm going to sample it, but it seems interesting and it might be worth the money. We'll see. Next is Zoologist's Panda. Haven't smelt it, so going to give that one a test drive. And last but not least is Kerosine's Canfield Cedar. So we got kind of like indie niche brands here with Zoologist and Kerosene, and then of course Tom Ford. So there is a lot to check out here in April. So I'm excited about that. Yeah. So let's see how many we got. We got 50 people watching, and we only got 20 likes. Come on, guys. Let's hit 30 likes at least. Pushing those likes. All right, next is my Fragrance X haul video for April. I'm going to be shooting that hopefully today. Busy day. Hopefully I'm going to be unboxing them. That's my unboxing video and first impressions. So it is in. So let's take a look at it. I'm not unboxing them here on camera, but at least you guys get a sneak peek of what I'm looking at. So this is from the house of 4711 from Germany. They're known for, of course, that EDC I've never smelled before. It's highly popular. This is called Aqua Colonia Myrrh and Kumquat. So this is going to be very interesting. This is my first from the brand. They have a lot of these that are super interesting. Definitely 4711. Go take a look. Go on Fragrantica or whatever, Profumo or Base Notes or wherever you want to go and take a look at these Aqua Colonias. They got some really interesting, and it looks like they're kind of built, I don't want to say like Joe Malone, but like on two notes. An interesting citrus note with kumquat, because you don't see that very often. That's what actually got my interest. And then myrrh, of course, which is a darker note. So this is going to be an interesting, it may be really bad, or it might be really, really good, really left field. So that one's going to be very interesting, and we'll see how that goes. Next, I went a little Azzaro crazy. And I mean, they got an Azzaro. Here's the triple threat. Azzaro Puram. So I was really interested in the leather one and the amber one, and then they got a hot pepper one, a peppery one, a hot one. So I decided to just get all three. Why not? They were like $50. So we're going to take a look at that. So Amber Fever has, I think Sebastian talked about Amber Fever. So we'll see what that's all about. The leather was actually the one that I was more interested in, the naughty leather. Name's kind of weird, but whatever. And then, of course, hot pepper, which is the third one. I think is going to be the third place. I'm not really hyped about that one, but we'll see. And I don't know about the quality. This is just blind buying and see what I get. So those are the three other ones that I got from Azzaro. I got an Hermes because I want to start checking out what Christine Nigel is doing with the brand of Hermes. I got three of them. Not in this haul, but I got this one here, Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate, which is the rhubarb-based fragrance, the EDC. These are, again, very transparent, easy to wear. Usually don't last too long. I want to see what she did with the note of rhubarb. I love rhubarb, but I've got that one. I got an Hermes essence from her, her myrrh one. So I'm going to try that one out. So I actually kind of checked out. I got the new Tel d'Hermes too with the vetiver. So I got see what she did with Tide. see what she does with this. So of course their signature line, the EDCs, and of course their Atomic Essence upper echelon line, and see I could really grasp of where she's going with the brand. So it's going to be really interesting to see what's going to happen, and I'm going to know this month with those three fragrances. And then last but not least, I got a Friedrich Malle, which I haven't purchased a Friedrich Malle in a long, long time. And this is actually a brand now, Friedrich Malle, that I'm really, it's climbing up on my list that I want to purchase like 3 or 4 of these. I haven't purchased one. I own Muscovage Bigarette Concentré. That was super early in my journey that I got those two. I got L'Eau d'Hiver, another Jean Claude Elena. So those are, I've kind of been lacking or kind of getting away from Frédéric Malle in the past few years. So this is Géranium pour Monsieur. I've had my eye on this. I've tested this back in way back when. And this is, of course, a Dominique Rapillon fragrance. This is obviously the big boy of this fragrance haul, the most expensive one. So we'll see. I know this is stated as the benchmark mint-based fragrance. Of course, geranium throws a lot of mint. So we'll see what happens with this one. It may be a staple for spring. It may not. We'll see. I know there's some thickness. If I recall correctly, it's not like a Mount Fresh. It's more of a roadster, more herbal, very green. It's going to have some uplifting parts, but I think it has cloves in it. Geranium, depending, can give you a lemony, minty, spicy kick, also a rose-like kick too. So we'll see what I get from geranium in this one. So that is my fragrance haul that I'm going to be unboxing probably in the first week of April. I want to unbox it like right away. But I want to set up, of course, the camera and everything and get everything sorted. So that is it. That is my fragrance haul. That is what I'm going to be reviewing and touching on in April 2019. Again, this may happen and may not, right? Some things may go on the back burner. Things like, of course, samples and first impressions are usually they're going to happen eventually. But the fragrance reviews, sometimes they take a back end, right? So Bleu de Chanel, Honey Oud Fromental, and Le Mal Terrible are the 3 fragrances going to be reviewing this year. So a lot of work coming up for all of you. We have 51 people watching. We got 27 likes. Let's bring it up to 30, and we're going to have a little bit of a chat here. I don't know how long I've been live. 22 minutes, so that's pretty good. So if we got 30 likes here, I will... I'm going to talk a little bit on the chat. I'm just fishing for likes here. So again, I appreciate everybody that is in the live chat. Thank you so much for everything. So let's get into it. Oh, Peter's in the chat here from the channel Fragrance View. Great channel. Of course, a nose that I highly respect. So good question, guys. Does Calcia Roasters supposed to smell like cabbage? Oh yeah, it's cabbage all day, every day. Oh geez. So yeah, last month of course we got Joy Amin that quit, but not really. So that was actually one of my most viewed videos, which is kind of interesting. It was a long video. It was a 50-minute video, and it was very interesting that a long video like that like killed. I think I got like 12,000 views or something like that, which is it's out of the ordinary for my channel, especially for a long video like that. I don't know what happened there. But Peter, yeah, again, I think the video title for him is not quitting YouTube, and that was the gist of his message was, I'm not quitting YouTube, but I'm really just stopped purchasing. So I'm sure he had a backlog of fragrances, like a whole bunch of fragrances that he wants to review or touch upon before he sells them. I think he's sold a bunch. So that's probably why so many uploads, but again, he wasn't really saying that it was time constraints or anything like that. So it's kind of misconstrued, right? If somebody came on camera and said, I can't do YouTube because of time, or I just can't do it anymore, that's a different story. but he is a beast as far as uploading goes. Again, he doesn't have any he doesn't have any editing or anything like that. And I guess he does have the time to do it. So more power to him. 30 bottles a month is a lot. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. At the peak of my purchasing, I would have 30, 40 the bottle hauls, but I used to go overseas for 2 months and I purchased those over the 2 months. And then the 2 months that I was home, I wouldn't purchase. So that was really 30 bottles for 4 months, give or take 3 months, which is still a lot. Like if, again, I was doing that steadily for years and I still haven't hit, I bet you I haven't even reviewed 30% of my collection. It might even be a lower percentage, to be quite honest. Like, how many full-fledged reviews do I have? I would have to say maybe 200. So how many bottles do I have? I've lost, like, I stopped counting once I hit 1K, and that was a long time ago. So I'm still steadily buying enough. So I might be under 20%, 15%. Jeez. But again, like hauls like this, again, I take my time though. And that's the thing that really, if I did a haul, then a review after the haul right away, bang, 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 I think it'd be easier for me. I make my life difficult at some level. I'm still continuing my reviewing style that I did years ago, which I used to go overseas. I'd take my time with it, and I had the time to do it. So very, very interesting. Yes, 1,000, Amy. She's like, what? Oh yeah. Are you going to buy a lot of grunt if you're getting 30 a month? Yeah. What's going on, Chris? I'm doing well. So you buy 2 to 4 bottles a month, or you get free samples at the store. Yeah. And that's again, what's normal, and who are we to judge? If you're, again, obviously judging if you're getting yourself in debt, but even it's not our prerogative to tell someone what to do. But if you can afford it, then that when I was doing those 30, 40 bottle hauls for, let's say, the 3 months, give or take, that never went on a credit card. That was just, I could probably spend it on something else, but at the same time, it's feeding the hobby. So, I look at the hauls that I'm doing now monthly. I just did a haul. I give myself a budget, right, for 400 to 500, 600, give or take. Right, this haul right here that I did, Géranium pour Monsieur, was, trying to think, 300 Canadian. This is 100 mil, so it's 3 something. And then this guy was around 80, 90. And then, right, it balances out. And then the Azaros were like 60, I think 50 or 60 Canadian. So, yeah, give or take. Cardinal Flowers smells amazing. Yeah, Frédéric Mall right now. I don't know if I've been hanging out with Eugene too much, or talking to him too much, or watching his videos too much, but I'm really on a Frédéric Mall, Guerlain, Hermes kind of kick right now. Like, I'm really pinpointing those 3 brands, which is odd because Frédéric Mall, I've been on a dry spell for a long time. My last purchase from them was a long, long, long time ago. But I still have a lot that I want to discover from Frédéric Mall. Hermes, again, I haven't purchased anything since Nigel, since Elena left. So I got 3 of them. So we'll see how that goes. Guerlain, I got Ambre Eternel just recently. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm really interested in, like, Monsieur from Frédéric Mall. I want to get that one. Vetiver, I want to get their Vetiver one. So there's a few. Portrait of a Lady, I haven't even sniffed it. I've never sniffed it before. So that one is in the queue. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, the Getaways, I kind of want to get their, I want to get that oud one. Because I just got Ambre Tournez, so I want to get Oud Essential, I think is the name of it. They got that sandalwood one. So that's the kind of I'm going through that phase right now. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm really interested in seeing what Nigel's going to do with Hermes. That's the one thing that I'm interested in. So $395, Portrait of a Lady. Yeah, yeah. The malls aren't cheap. That's the one thing, and you almost need to say again. This one I didn't blind buy. I smelt this back in I don't know when in my journey. I remember smelling it. I don't think I was wowed like because I would have purchased it back then. And I loved mint back then, and I still love mint in fragrances. And geranium is a very interesting note that can give a lot of facets. I just remember liking it, but not loving it. So we'll see how it is years later. See if I really do. I got the 100 ml, so I better like it. But this is a fragrance that I think that's why I got the 100 ml. Is I think that I'm gonna have to put more sprays on. It's one of those fragrances that you're gonna put like 5 to 7 sprays on your body instead of like the typical 3. So Portrait of a Lady, yeah. I don't know. I might get a sample set from Frédéric Malle because I'm really into the brand and I really haven't smelt much from them. Really. Masravaja was a blind buy because of the hype back in the day. Bigarade Concentré I bought because it was just Elena, and L'Eau d'Hiver, same thing, just because of Elena. So this is just going into new territory for me. And I like discovering brands like this or rediscovering brands like this, going back to them. We'll see. Is Frédéric Malle new flanker of Le Male? It's the new Le Male for me. It's the new Mall for me. No more Le Male. It's Frédéric Malle. So we'll see how that goes. And how's everybody doing here on live chat? We got still got 50 people on the live chat. And if you're late to the show, again, I'm going to post this on my channel, by the way. So not only is it going to be live right now, I'm live. Hi, everybody. But if you see it later on, of course, this has been posted on March 31st at 11 a.m. Eastern time. You can revisit this video later on, and I'm not live anymore. And you can check out what's on the docket for April. I got a lot of coffee left. My poor Habs, insert Leaf jokes here, are out of the playoffs or just outside it looking in. Doesn't look very good right now. Yeah, my poor little Habs. Have you made it through many full bottles since you started collecting? And what if so? Bottles. Once the collection started hitting triple digits, it gets like once you got like 100 bottles in your collection, that's when of course the fragrances that you're utilizing aren't going to empty. So when I first started on YouTube, let's use that as a benchmark because I remember that fondly, is there was a few fragrances that I had backup bottles of. There's only a handful of them. Pure Malt, Angel Men, Le Male, I had 3. I had 2 backups. Boss Bottled, I had 3. I still have one left of that. So I'm trying to think. I don't think there was any more that had backups. So, so that I go through since 2009. I went through Le Male bottle, so I'm on my last Le Male bottle. Boss Bottled, I had 3 in 2009. Now I'm down to my last one. Again, these were purchased long time ago. Pure Malt, I'm on my last. I don't have any backup bottles of anything anymore. I ran out of Brooklyn by Bond Number 9. So that's gone. Tobacco Vanille is dangerously low in So that one is going to need to be repurchased. I'm trying to think of other fragrances that are running low. Melissa Imperial and Virgin Island Water are very low also. So this summer I might put a big dent in them, or I might just ignore them, or because they are heavy hitters for me in the summer. So there's a lot of fragrances. I haven't gone through, like I can't say that I've went through 10 bottles since I've been on YouTube. But there's some that are dangerously low. Beach Hut Man, 50 liters of juice. Well, again, a lot of this, again, I can't predict the future, but I may sell off some of the collection, some of the fragrances that I don't wear, or I might pass it down to my son. Again, I can't really predict where I'm going to be in 10, 20 years with this. But right now, there's of course some that are staples. Like I wouldn't mind trimming it down to 200, 300. No problems there. Even down to 100 if I could. But that's the beauty of having the collection, is the collecting part, the hobby. Hey Mark, do you like the house of Marc Jacobs? And he puts Mark in, in caps. Marc Jacobs, not really. There's nothing as a standout. They got, of course, the Marc Jacobs fragrance that's fig based. That has a little bit of coconut and florals in the mid. It's a decent fragrance, and it makes some of my top 20s. Of course, known with the marketing of Bang, their pepper-based fragrance, which they had a flanker of Bang Bang and all that stuff. Marc Jacobs is a brand that really is more suited for the women's side than the men's side. So they have a line that is very simplistic that I really want to check out. They have, and again, I think it's discontinued because they have one that's called Grass Pear. They got one that's, I think, Grass Pear. I think they have another one. I'm trying to think here. I think they got a Fig, which may be what Marc Jacobs, the men's counterpart, is based upon. Versace Eros or Sauvage? Do I have to choose? I'm not a fan of either, and that's just being honest. I'm not a fan of Eros or Sauvage. I wouldn't pick either, and that's just being honest. I'm really not a fan of those. Louis Vuitton has colognes. Yes, I'd like to try the Louis Vuitton that is the oud based one with the black bottle. I think it'd be interesting just to try it out. But I've been kind of lukewarm on some of their offerings. Oh, sweet! I got 99 cents. Sheed Black sends me 99 cents. Go team. Eros is shit. I got a donation. What do I think of Chanel Allure Extreme? Haven't worn it in years. Bought it when it first came out. Very safe fragrance that I don't reach out for. So it's a very safe fragrance. A lot of the Chanels, I'll be honest, the Chanels in the past like 10, 15 years, especially their men's line, I don't really reach for them. I reach for Edition Blanche. I reach for Allure. I ignore my blue. I ignore Allure Homme Sport. The Extreme, I ignore. Platinum Egoist doesn't get much love from me. I don't wear it too much. Egoist, I do. Egoist, I wear during fall. Of course, Antheus gets most of my wearings as far as their designer lineup. I'm not talking about their higher end line. I mean, it just Chanel has kind of lost me. Like I understand their quality, but they've lost me in regards as wearings. And if I would be selling off my collection, I would be keeping fragrances, and I would from other brands. Like I would keep my Dior's um, instead of my Chanel's. Like I would keep those Chanel's that I named off, but the other ones I wouldn't mind getting rid of. Have I tried Replica Under the Lemon Tree yet? No, I have not. Again, my channel is I'm really not. I'm slow and steady. I'm not really out there to look at what's getting pushed or what's new. I'm really, content with where I am. And I like to, again, I don't have a Sephora in my hometown. I don't have Macy's. I don't have anything that's major up here that I could even try it out. So that's part of it that I wouldn't be able to check it unless I go to Toronto and go check it out, which I'm hardly there. And then again, I don't want to spend money to get those samples and things like that. So I'm really, I'm, if I in a nutshell, my channel is very unique because it is my journey, but at the same time, I would have to say almost 2-3 years late, and and that is one way to describe my channel. I'm 2-3 years late in purchasing, and almost 3 to 5 years late on reviewing, because I wait till my partner Fragrance X does get some of these fragrances. So yeah, I'm gonna get some 2018 releases and stuff like that. I'll admit 2019 releases, but I can't even think on top of my head if I even purchased a fragrance that was released in 2019 this year. I don't think I have. So like things like Eros Flame, that doesn't interest me. Maybe eventually I'll get it for the channel, for the collection, and then give it like a 6 out of 10. Like I already predicted. I'm not really interested in that. But like fragrances that like from designers, like Alien Man from Mugler, interest me. It's 2018 release. I still don't have it. I'm waiting for it discounters. I know some of them have it, but I'm not in a rush to get it and review it. I'll get it in my time and go from there. So that's pretty much how my channel is. Am I still into Rocky Mountain Wood? Funny enough, I've heard through the grapevine that D Squared has discontinued all their men's fragrances and revamped their lineup. They released a men's and a women's fragrance. I'm trying to remember the name. I think it was Wood or re-released He Wood in a different package or something like that. But they have discontinued all their old releases like Wild and all their flankers of He Wood. That's again through the rumor mill. I can't really confirm, but am I still into rock? Yeah, Rocky Mountain Wood to me personally is the best from the brand. 100%. I absolutely love it. So while I have you guys on, and I am going to be, let's see how long I've been on here. So 43. So I'll stick around for another 5 minutes, but we got 67 people watching. First and foremost, thank you for taking your time to watch me. I'm super appreciative of that. Anybody that supports me on the channel, gives me likes, go ahead, give me a like on this one, please. Any likes or comments or takes time to watch any of my videos, it still blows my mind, even though I've been here since forever. It really warms my heart that there's so many people that want to hear what I have to say, because I have this platform. And I enjoy it. I really enjoy, of course, the hobby within a hobby. Like I always say, I got a hobby, which is fragrances, and then I got the other hobby that's YouTube, and they integrate together. And I get to share it with all you folks from all over the place. So when's my Aventus fragrance review? Now, I joke around with fragrance reviewers because I've been asked a few times from fragrance reviewers, and I always joke with them that that's going to be the very last video on my channel. When I say, I'm going to quit this, I don't want to do YouTube anymore, that is going to be my my swan song that I'm done. I'm done on YouTube. Here's your Aventus review. Now leave me alone. um, I don't know. It may happen. I know I always joke about that, but I don't know. It may happen. I still like to discover new things and figure things out. And Aventus is really not something that it may happen. Like, look, I'm doing Bleu de Chanel this month, and those one of those fragrances that's been taking years and years. So people have been asking for it. So we'll see. Is Slumber House out of business? I really hope not. I love Slumber House. So anyway, what was I going to say? So which brands are you guys looking forward to? You know, you got some brands that are on your mind, and every part of my journey. And again, like I was saying earlier in this live chat, is that I'm really emphasizing or really pinpointing a few brands here, and not new brands to me. It's just brands that maybe I haven't purchased a lot from, or I'm just really wanting to rediscover them. Again, there's always these brands that are new to me that I can't wait to discover. You know, I can't really give you an example here that's beside me that is a brand that I like to discover. Not really, but you know, brands. What are brands that you're really looking? I want to sample or I want to try out this brand. For me, like I said earlier, is I want to get back into Hermes. Anybody that knows me knows that I follow Jean-Claude Delena stuff like a religion. The one thing now looking back is that I haven't really looked at his feminines in Hermes. So I've actually last night, I was going through the Christine Nagel stuff, and I was like, okay, so what has she done for Hermes? And you know, what looks interesting and what are the reviews on them? Because I just got 3 of them. So I got the rhubarb one, and I got the myrrh one from Hermes Essence, and then I got, of course, the new Tel d'Hermes. But I want to see what else she's thrown out. She's thrown out a bunch of Hermes Essence, so I want to check those out. But going back, I want to check out some of Elena's work in the feminines that are not so florals, but I really enjoy his work, his artistic work, that even if it's a little feminine, I'd love to just try it out. So that is a brand that I'm going to be emphasizing a little bit more on my channel, that I'm going to be purchasing. You'll see a bunch of Hermes fragrance reviews or not reviews, but purchasing, because I'm still interested. I still haven't gotten a few Jardins. She released a new Jardin to the line, so I can't wait to try that one. It might not. I hear it's a dud, but we'll see. But you know, there's a lot of fragrances from Hermes that I still have. I don't know. So that's a brand that I'm really I want to get more from, especially for spring and summer. It's perfect. Guerlain is another brand, and you can't go wrong with Guerlain. I've really haven't purchased too much. I've purchased a few Aqua Allegorias, and I'm looking at a couple more this year. I want that coconut fizz, by the way, that new release that they have. So Guerlain is one of the brands that I am going to purchase more of and kind of emphasizing on, and Frédéric Malle, which is a brand that's, again, rediscovering these brands or going back to them, kind of ignoring them. And I go through those phases. Last year, or last couple of years, I've been really getting a lot of Tom Fords. Like, I could tell, like, my taste, like, I've been going private blends, and, you know, I've purchased, you know, Sahara Noir, Noir Anthracite, I bought Noir Extreme, I bought Ombre Leather, Plum Japonais, London. I can go on, and I probably bought like 10 Tom Fords in the past couple of years. So that's a brand that I've been really going through. Creed's a brand that I haven't really purchased anything in the past couple of years. Like, I got Viking just recently. Other than that, I haven't purchased anything from Creed. Bond number 9, not really interested in them, but they've released a lot of stuff, and I haven't really purchased anything. Sagitan is another brand that I want to purchase more from. That I've been ignoring. L'Artisan Parfumeur, another brand that I've been kind of ignoring. So some of the niche brands here. Slumber House, I got to get back into them. I've purchased like 4 or 5 bottles, and then I kind of ignored them. Amouage is always steady on my channel. They release one, I get them. It's that easy. I just got the new Imitation Man, so I can't wait to delve into that. So there's some brands like that that I'm just automatic. So I'm trying to think, like, and then designer brands like YSL, like their line. I used to buy them like this. Like, I used to buy them like right away. Like, now I'm like backed up. Like, I haven't purchased the new Eau Electrique La Nuit. L'Homme Ultime, and it's maybe because I wasn't really interested in them anymore. But now that I'm like backed up like 4 or 5 of them, I need to purchase. So crazy, crazy stuff. Anyway, let's go back to the chat here. We got 60 people watching. Thank you so much. Hey, can we get 50 likes here? We're at 46, or am I back? Yeah, we only got 40. We got 45 likes. Let's go. 40. Let's hit 50. let me get greedy here. 50 on the live chat. Oh man, this chat's going to 50 minutes. I do need to take some time and do some actual videos. And I do my videos. If you guys don't know, I am married, and I have a little 6-year-old here. So weekends are always the best for me for shooting videos, and I always wait till my son is asleep. And when my wife is gracious enough to leave the home on Sundays to let me get a couple hours in to do some videos during the day, so I can edit at night and kind of get my week started properly, and on YouTube at least. So I do this at the end of the month, which I'm doing now, but it's eating like an hour of my time. So I need to do my Pop the Cherry. You guys, I'm sure some of you want to see this Pop the Cherry. I love this fragrance. This fragrance is this was marketed wrong. That's the issue here. Sahara Noir should have been a private blend or a men's signature line. I really think this fragrance is outstanding. So I can't wait to give you guys my thoughts on that Pop the Cherry. Not a full-fledged review, but a real first impression on that. And I want to unbox my Géranium pour Monsieur. I want to unbox this. I'm excited about that. So anyway, we hit 50 likes. We hit 55 likes. Damn, look at you guys. All right. So anyway, thank you so much for the support. I kind of want to just kind of cut this a little short because it is 50 minutes live, and I don't want to go too huge here. So thank you to everybody that anyway, anybody that's watching this after the live chat, go check out the live chats. People are having a little bit of fun here. Anyway, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for hitting like I said it like a gazillion times during this video. So thank you so much. Again, I'm looking, my threshold is 150 likes on this particular video. And I know you guys can do it. You guys can give me 500 likes. I know you can. So I'm asking for 150 for this video in particular. I'm going to leave it on the channel, and I'm going to look at it at the end of April and see if I'm going to do a May one. It seems like you guys are liking these update videos. So again, thank you so much. Now I'm going to deconstruct this and start doing a couple of videos for all of you. So keep it tuned in. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the damn bell if you haven't already, because I do have a lot of content coming up in April. Hopefully I do everything I've said today in this video and more. That's the pinnacle. I want to do everything that I say to you guys and do even more than that. So again, time constraints and all that. But thank you so much to everybody that shows me support. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.